the mother of parliaments. England, the land of the free. A wonderful democracy.
Or is it? Could David Cameron be wrong? Let's look at what democracy really means. There is a little town that has just 10 electors. 10 people who can vote. They hold a range of jobs and are from all backgrounds. And there are 3 candidates for the Tory, Labour, and Liberal Democratic parties.
The town has a lot of problems with crime, high taxes, unemployment, and noise. The candidates all offer different solutions, so the town's people decided to take a vote. They all think democracy is great. The newspapers all said so.
And then the results were declared. 4 people voted Tory, 3 Labour, 2 Liberal, and 1 did not vote at all. The Tory was very happy and said the people had spoken. He then set about imposing Tory policy.
But the Labour supporters were unhappy when all the taxes for the poor were increased. They protested.
But the Tory only laughed, saying the people had spoken.
Then the Liberals complained that the new laws were unfair. But the Tory just laughed more. The person who had not voted at all said he was unhappy, and now all the Tories laughed in unison, saying the people had spoken.
The Tory then said democracy was government by the will of the people, and all non-Tories would have their taxes doubled. It was the will of the people. The Tories all got very rich and they started more newspapers saying democracy was great.
And all their children got plenty of money too, so more Tories were born. Sadly, the Labour families could not afford to have children and the complaining man went to jail. But there was one problem. Many of the Labour supporters were clever and many of the Tories were not. As more Tories started to run affairs, the economy started to fail. And as the economy failed, the Tories borrowed more, and then allowed banks to loan out the same money over and over again.
Finally, the town had rampant inflation, and one day a man arrived from China and said he wanted to buy the town. The Tories did not know what to do. They said democracy was great and produced more newspapers saying so. Then one day the town went bankrupt and the Tories all left the town saying China was better. A visitor did wonder why 4 Tories were able to control 6 others and then expand their control. He realized that democracy gave them that power. But no one listened to the visitor, saying only he was mad. Finally there was nothing.
Still think it's great?
In another town, the people rejected democracy and supported republicanism. Let's see what happened. 10 people could vote in the town. The townspeople held a range of jobs and were from a range of backgrounds. As before, 4 people voted Tory, 3 Labour, 2 Liberal, and 1 did not vote at all. But when the Tory raised the taxes for the poor, the court said the taxes were unconstitutional and the new tax law was struck down. And when the Tory then passed new laws against the Liberals, the court again said the new laws were suspended. And when the Tory tried to jail the complaining man, the court said the case was not justified. And then all people grew richer as there was no discrimination and there were no unfair laws. The children from all backgrounds were born, and one of them from a poor background was very clever. He was so clever the whole town made a lot of money when he invented a new computer system. The whole town flourished. Then one day a man from China arrived and said he wanted to buy the town. But the townspeople said the price was too high for him, and they all had a lot of money. They said he should try the other town, the one where they supported democracy.
In Britain today, More than 10 million Britons live in poverty and 27% of all British children live in poverty. Parliamentarians only care about the middle class.
Sir John Major when Prime Minister referred to homeless people in Bristol as eyesores. Parliamentarians can treat the underclass badly because Britain is a democracy. A republic is the solution. Support British Republicans.